How you doing? And thanks for tuning in to the What the Hell podcast. This podcast is dedicated to those things that drive you nuts and annoy you, and just make you say, "What the hell?" Come on in. Let's get this thing started. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Oh man, what the hell?
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Sure Rocksteady. Can you feel it? Sure Rocksteady. Can you feel it? Sure Rocksteady. Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on? What the hell, family, people, listeners, whatever the hell you want to call yourself. I'm going to call you the What the Hellions. That's right. I just thought of that off the top of my head. Yay for me. That's probably too loud, but you'll deal with it. Hey, I'm going to call you the What the Hellions. I just thought of that. That's pretty good. I'm going to pat myself on the back for that one. What's crack-a-lackin'? What's happening? What's going on? How you doing? Been a little bit. Had a couple life changes lately. Well, just one. Changed jobs for the full-time gig. So life got in the way. Wasn't able to get an episode out recently. And I know you're crying about it because I was. Okay, maybe you weren't crying about it, and I wasn't crying about it because I was too busy. But I missed you. Hopefully you missed me and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, we're back. What's going on? What's happening? How you doing? How's your week? How's your life? What's crack-a-lackin'? Same shit, different day down here. Let's get the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Still looking for some people to do me a favor and leave a review on Apple Podcast if you would. That would be amazing. Like it, subscribe it. How I don't even know how all that crap is working lately, with the changes. But hey, if you go on, leave a review and spread the love. Tell people, hey, if this is cool and you like it, and maybe they like it, let them know. That'd be awesome. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, let's get into it, as they say. Let's get into it. Let's get into the rant. And this week, I've been kind of going back and forth with trying to think of what would be a good topic. I've got a few written down with some bullet points and what have you. And one of them just kind of stood out to me as I was reviewing them and thinking, hey, what's a good topic to put on the podcast today? And, I got to say that I think we all have a love-hate relationship with our cell phones. That's right. The cell phone is the target of this week's wreck. I can't apparently fucking talk, which is a bad thing to have happen when you have a fucking podcast where you talk. So let me slap myself 2 times. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, let's try this again. This week's episode is about the cell phone. We have a love and hate relationship with these things. Now, let's be real. If the world ended and you didn't have your phone anymore, I know people make fun of this to the point where, it was a punishment for my kids when they were younger. If they didn't do their schoolwork or sassed off or something like that, I took their phone away, right? And it was the end of the world. It was like, oh my God, no, it was terrible, Dad, right? I'm sure some of you guys have had this experience. We have this love-hate, this some of us full-blown addiction to this electronic device. And the phone companies keep making them better and better to fuel your addiction, right? Look around. Go somewhere and look around. People aren't talking to each other. They're sitting at the dinner table, not talking to each other, looking down at their phones, scrolling through whatever the hell. Back in the day, it'd be the Facebook feed. I guess that's just for us old people now, and I guess now it's TikTok or whatever. I'm not on half of this stuff. But you look around and social interaction is gone. You're sitting there trying to enjoy an evening, and you can't because you're looking at the news or looking at this or looking at that. And now let me be very, very clear here. I'm just as guilty of this. I'm trying to be better at it, where I'm not looking at my phone, during these outings or whatever. But I'm equally as guilty. But look, fucking look around. What the hell is going on? That's right, I said it. What the hell is going on where we can't put down what's supposed to be a communications device, not this world ending, not even world ending, but not this freaking thing that encompasses everything. I mean, it does everything for you. It tells you how to get somewhere. It gives you the information you want. You can reach out to a loved one. Reach out and touch someone. That's right. I busted out an old school AT&T commercial. There's a slap for me for that one. Because nobody wants to fucking hear me sing. But I mean, all the photography features and the video creation and all the shit that it can do. This phone is more powerful than anything we saw on fucking Star Trek, and we thought that was the shit back in the day. Right? I'm like, oh my, wow, you can talk to each other on a TV screen? That would be so cool. Don't even need a TV screen anymore. Don't. What we need to do now is to not fucking do it while we're driving down the road. Me. Speaking of driving down the road, this has nothing to do with the fucking podcast today, but I'm going to rant for a minute because I almost got fucking squished today and I'm pissed off about it. And if you're the chick that's on there's no way that this person listens to this podcast, but you know what? Just in case, if you're the woman that is driving a white Mazda CX-7 with little flowers on the fucking back end, fuck you, you bitch. That's right. I said it. I got a Pepsi truck trying to squeeze me in, and you can't get over it. I almost got squished between the two of you, and you want to honk at me? Fuck you. Sorry. Goose Fraba. Time to bring in the relaxation mode and just it's triggering me. I'm driving down the road. And, the right lane is ending, and this fucking Pepsi delivery truck, fuck you, Pepsi, is barreling over because they're not checking their mirrors, noticing that I'm in the lane and you need to get in the emergency lane, and is almost squishing me into this Mazda, and she's honking at me. I had to freaking jam on it to get out of there, and then she's honking at me. I flipped her off as she went by because I'm a jerk, but... anyway, sorry, I got distracted there. So let's get back to the podcast, shall we? Let's get back to cell phones, and how why these things are. I think they're more addicting than crack. I wouldn't know because I've never tried crack, and I'm never going to try crack, but. Look around you. I mean, everybody's got a phone. Even the homeless have cell phones. And I actually kind of think that's kind of cool. So that they can hopefully get in touch with the services that they need or the people that they need. I have no problem with that. It's weird to see them charging their laptops, but that's a completely other podcast. But look around you. Everyone's they're focused on the screen. It literally, to me, looks like, okay, it's not literal, but if you've seen that Pixar movie, oh God, I'm not gonna be able to think of it now. WALL-E. There we go. Took me a minute. Where, these people were on like some kind of intergalactic cruise ship, and then they were in this chair that did everything. It brought them the food and took them where they want to go, and had the screen in front of them, and they're all hooked on these chairs, and they all wind up as huge overweight blobs because they can't get out of the convenience factor. You know what I mean? And that's where we're at with these fucking phones. It's so convenient, and the world, almost the entire world is at your fingertips with your phone. Matter of fact, I'll bet most of you are listening to this on your phone. So I should shut up about it, but I'm not going to. Because we're supposed to interact with each other. We're supposed to talk. We're supposed to talk to each other, hang out, and not be on our phones. Can you use to look up something? Like, hey, there's a place to go grab a beer? Sure. But once you're there having a beer, put it away. And again, I'm just as guilty. I've done it. I've been that guy. I'm sorry to say I have. But put them away, guys. Be human beings. Be E.T. phone home. Right? Even back then, E.T. wanted to get the hell out of here. Be human being. Put your phone away. Interact with your family. Play a board game. Flip somebody off on the highway that's almost killing you, I guess. I don't know. Above all, put the fucking phone away when you're driving. Okay, let's be real. Put it away when you're driving. But, you know, we're so addicted to them that we just, for some reason, can't put them away. We can't put them down. We like feel naked if we leave the house without it. And what's really the big deal? Think about this, okay? How did anything get done before the cell phone? Okay, we all remember those times when there were pay phones on the street and you had to have a quarter or a couple of quarters or how much ever it cost. That was how you got a hold of people if you were out away from your home or your office. Excuse me. Sorry about that. That was just rude, but sorry. I probably won't edit it out because that would take more effort. Just being honest. Again, here's a slap for me. Ow! I give myself a loser. I'm sorry. That was the wrong effect. That was the idiot effect. Here's the loser effect.
You are one pathetic loser.
Yes, I am. I am one pathetic loser because I'm going to be too lazy to edit that shit out. Anyway, you know, how did stuff get done back before, right? The phone was connected to a wire. There's a curly wire that you know, and it hung on the wall or sat next to your bed. And that was the only way you could talk to somebody was through that. And then, you know, next thing you know, there's a cordless phone inside the home with the antenna that was always broken for some reason. And then pagers came around, and you know, it just goes on. But how did anything get done? Try as convenient as a cell phone is for work, right? Someone like myself that goes to multiple locations a day, right? To get something done. Think about trying to get work done before. Think about trying to get how work got done before emails, right? I mean, it's possible. It's not as convenient as it is right now. I give you that one, but it's possible. It can be done. So, you know, guys, let me just say this. There are times you may not realize it, but your wife is staring at you, and she's not happy because you're looking down at your phone, and she's like trying to send you, you know, that marriage silent conversation that you have, and she's trying to send you that subliminal message. Put your phone away. Put your phone away. But you're not getting it because you're too busy looking up the scores to the game on your phone. And the only way you can get away with that is if your wife wants to know what the score of the game is too. And that's 2 games a year if you're lucky. So, you know, if you're out somewhere with family, you put your phones away. Don't take them to the dinner table. Just have a no phone time. Have a no screen time. Put them away, people. Put them away. That's just what I want to say. Put them away because they're bad for you. They make you go blind. I don't know if that's really true. I doubt it. But I know that it takes away time from the real interaction, the real stuff that should be going on in your life with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers. It takes that time away, and we need to reclaim that time. We need to reclaim those personal interactions, and we need to fucking Just stop being so addicted to the phone. The phone companies have billions upon billions of dollars. They don't need more. I need billions and billions of dollars. I don't need it. I want it. That'd be nice. Wouldn't it just be nice to have billions? I always said, again, I'm getting off topic here, but I don't really give a shit. It's my podcast. I can do that. I don't need millions. Like, I figure I could do pretty well if I had like 1, maybe 2 million, right? Instead of being these gazillionaires, I think I could, if I had 1 or 2 million, I could probably take that and turn it into my own little empire. So, yeah, I don't need millions upon millions. I'd like it, I guess. I don't know. That's when all the people come out of the woodwork like, hey, you're rich now. And I'd be like, hey, fuck off. But that's just me. Anyway, I digressed again. But again, I can do that. It's my podcast. Think about how much time a day. Have you ever looked at the settings inside your phone to see how much time a day you're on your phone or you're looking at something? And I think that's under screen time nowadays. How much time you're doing on everything or battery usage or something. Take a minute, look that up and see what it looks like. Is it scary? Like, I don't have mine turned on my phone to tell me because I think I probably don't want to know. But there's a thing on there. It actually measures the screen time, which tells you that someone out there needs help. Put it away. Put your phone away. Be a human. Be a human. Just interact with people. Fuck, that's what's wrong with people these days is you can't have a decent conversation. Right? You'd rather be a cyber bully or a cyber asshole or a cyber dickhead or something like that. It's easier, right? You can keyboard it. You can just clickety-clack on the keyboard and you don't have to deal with the consequences of it. Anyway, put your phone away. Listen to the podcast on it, please, but not at the expense of time with loved ones that needs to be there. If you got to choose between this podcast and a loved one, I sure as fuck hope you're choosing a loved one and time to hang with them than listen to my stupid ass. Because that's more important. That's way more important. It's by far. Public service announcement. But on that note, thank you for listening. I got the notification yesterday that I've put up 18 episodes. I've had 500 downloads between all those 18 episodes. So I'm going to hit the applause button for that. Not for me. I'm applauding those of you that have actually listened to this thing. I'm trying to figure what I'm going to do with it because it hasn't been as funny as I want it to be and all that kind of stuff. And maybe I need to change. Maybe it doesn't need to be about ranting about shit that annoys me. I don't know. But anyway, the point is, thank you so much. Those of you that are in that 500 downloads group, I can't thank you enough. It's amazing to me that you're listening to this kind of stuff. And I appreciate it more than I can say, and I hope it's entertaining for you, and I hope it's, I don't know about educational, but I hope it's, provided you some form of value. How about that? That's probably the easiest way to say it. But thank you so much for listening. It's humbling. I think it's really cool. I know that a lot of my family in Ohio is listening, and I know I've got some people here in Texas. When I look it up on my host site, it's crazy. There's people in Japan that have listened, and people in England and all over the U.S. And I'm floored by it. I think it's incredible. I think it's amazing, and I like doing it. And hopefully you guys, like I said, find some value in it. So thank you so much for listening. I appreciate it. Please spread the word. Again, if you'll like and subscribe and review it on Apple Podcasts, that'd be amazing. And I appreciate it. And thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Have a great week. and hopefully I won't be so late in putting something up here. But again, thank you. Take care now. Bye bye.